Galaxy S22 Ultra, the Samsung flagship phone for 2022. This, I would say, is just too much of what an Android can do. So I'm gonna start the good and the sneaky things I like about this phone, and then the big question: is it worth it? Is it worth dropping your iPhone for? Android over the years I know have improved, but then Samsung is doing just too much of what an Android can do. Now let me take you through this journey. I am Joazy of Joazy TV, and today I'll be doing a quick review on the Galaxy S22. Now, before we get into this, you should kindly subscribe to this channel by hitting the subscribe button. If you haven't, that's the only way you help us grow. So you help us grow by liking and sharing this video. Okay, now the first eye-catchy thing you cannot elude about Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra is how polished and well-defined the edges are. I mean, it is just too fine to be real. Just look at the edges. Look at the slick thing. Tell me what else is as fitting and soothing as the Galaxy S22 Ultra edges. Come on, tell me. You see, there is none. There's absolutely no phone I would say has on such a fine edges. Okay, so we go beyond looks when we actually choose a device for whatever we want to do. Now, the very first development of the Galaxy in the S22 Ultra is the S Pen built at the bottom of the device, which you can easily eject. And this is just so amazing because this is actually the first of a kind. I mean, I haven't seen this before. If you have, outside these normal beautiful and outstanding features of other galaxies they've made over the years, sharp thing, this is just too beautiful, too much for an Android. The keyboard alternative, the S Pen is actually your keyboard alternative. So even when you don't want to use the keyboard, when you're taking down a note, you can easily eject your S Pen and then you go on with the note. And also, for an added advantage, I wasn't going to say this, but then if you're an artist and you're not owning an S2 Galaxy Ultra, you're missing out, because this pen and your device is a good time for every artist to brainstorm. Now look at the next thing we've got. The next thing we've got is the design. How I love this design. It's clean, it's comfy to hold. With the S22 Galaxy, I feel Samsung has taken a big bold step. I mean, this is just a massive development. I won't be wrong to say that Samsung might likely outrank iPhone. No, don't crucify me, don't do that. That finishing touch is mad. I mean, look at, stare at your screen some more. Look at this. Another amazing thing about the design is the ability of producing this phone with great colors. I mean, you can have your device in whatever color of your choice, but have the burgundy, the green, the phantom white, the shaded phantom black, and every other color of your choice. So you are not subjected to choosing just one color. You have a mass of colors to choose with. Like, my biggest cry with this design makes me wonder, why do they have to make it this sharp? Why do they have to fine-tune and polish these edges? Why do they have to make it this clean? I mean, this is just a clean for an Android, don't you think? I know I'm right. Yeah, I pretty know I'm right. Another main thing you would love to know about the S22 Ultra is the display. Now, you would want to know where Samsung has nailed it here in the S22 Ultra. It's the screen. Samsung has become one of the largest display company in the world, and yeah, I'm confirming this to you. Even without doing so, you and I know this so well. Even though they always seem to have the same style of screen, but at the other Android iteration, they have been able to perfect their format. The S22 screen takes the last turning panel and dials the brightness panel up to 1500 nits all the way to 1750 nits, and does so while actually consuming less power. They have a very sharp display, and the dynamic AMOLED 2x display with vision booster is mad. It's just too great. It has a 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate to keep your scrolling smooth and fast. The screen is 6.8 inches large and a Cinemation 19 to 3 to 3:9 screen ratio for an immersive viewing experience. Now, can you see what Samsung is trying to do here? Can you just see this? Another great thing about the Samsung S22 Ultra is the software. Now, the Samsung software, I really need to tell you something about it. Something you would want to know before you grab your S21, S22 Ultra, whatever, F53, whatever kind of device, upgraded one actually. You would love to talk about the Samsung Galaxy is one of the devices. So you know what time where Samsung phones were stacked with useless apps, which made the device so boring. I mean, that was when my opinion of whack started about the Samsung Galaxy shit. I mean, the tablet A10 is just something you would not want for your enemy. But then over the years, they have tried to step up their game, and their software game has become top notch. Trust me when I say it's top notch. I mean, they were so bloated, like ew, but now you can testify to this beautiful thing Samsung is doing. The software update is easier and faster, which takes this phone all the way from an Android 12 version to an Android 16 version. Whoa, just wow. They have a color palette feature that automatically matches the theme of your whole phone to your wallpaper, that you do not need to change your theme again. There's a new design language which gives it more transparency. The camera is fast, is easy to operate, and the picture quality is crazy, is mad. Like, what do you need a studio for if you've got an S22 Ultra? What exactly do you need a studio for? It delivers a perfect night photographies. I mean, even in the dark, you could still take pretty cool pictures and maintaining good quality. It doesn't drop, doesn't matter. Your lighting setting, you could just get great pictures at night with your S22 Ultra. And the setting, everything takes a more congruent structure. They even reward you with a smiley face. That's if you don't manage to screw things up in your settings. Yeah. Also, the battery is another great development with a 5000 mAh. It charges pretty fast, and thanks to the maximum charging power being bumped from 25 watt to 45 watt, that's just incredible. And that's great, that's unbelievable. It has 5000 battery capacity, and as I told you before, it charges pretty fast because of course they pumped in a maximum booster to boost charging. But now, if you think we've mentioned too much already, now let me bust your bubble. All of what we've mentioned, ranging from the S Pen to the design to the display and to the software, are just very minor development of this flagship. And to be very sincere with you, if this was all about what the S22 Ultra is about, then I would say you skip this device, skip this phone, because it is nothing new from the S21. It is nothing new from the S22. It is nothing new from the Samsung 10 Prime. It is nothing new. So I would say skip. But you know what? This is not all. When I told you that the Samsung has made mad development and improvement in their game, I really did mean that. And that really don't matter. This is what I'm about to stress now. And let's look at the camera. You know, of course, everything out there choosing a phone will always go for the camera. I mean, that's basically what Apple is known for. That's why people are so glued to Apple. But then, trust me, that opinion of yours is gonna change after I am done with the S22 Ultra. Now we're back to the camera. The first being camera. That's the first out of the two major improvements in the Samsung Galaxy game. When shooting a video, the S22 Ultra can decide the best frame rate for you based on the background light. And then this is made possible when you activate the auto FPS. It's an AI setting in your phone where you get to the settings of your camera, you can activate your auto FPS. That's when it can actually blend your lighting with your background and give you a beautiful and soothing picture. It has an auto framing effect and every other beautiful effect. You just need to get this phone and go through it. Now, the main camera has an under optical limit stabilization system, so even while moving when making a video, the camera is able to stabilize itself. You know that thing when you're walking, you saw something and then you want to capture the moment, so the camera doesn't actually shake when making a video. It has the ability to stabilize itself and make really cool videos. The main camera has the same 108 megapixel resolution like that of the last year, the S21 actually. Each pixel is 1 time better than the old version. I mean, that's an added advantage. The phone has 2 telephoto cameras, 1 to 3 times optical zoom and the other 10 times optical zoom. But the good thing about this device is that when you're zooming in a photo, an image you took with your camera, it keeps looking cleaner. I mean, unlike a normal Android that you're gonna shoot a video or a photo with it and then you zoom and then it gets blurry. Samsung S22 Ultra gets only cleaner and nothing more. The editing ability of this phone is alpha. I mean, it's great. Look at this. You don't need a studio for anything. I said this before and I'm gonna stress it again. You don't need a photo studio for anything. If you got your S22 Ultra with you, I mean, the editing skill is insane. You don't need to visit a studio. If you're using a Galaxy S22, then you got a studio right in your hands. This device also works with the third-party apps like the Snapchats, the TikToks for the TikTokers. I mean, you know what's trending now, right? So this phone snaps the most realist portrait photos ever. Trust me on this one. Even in the dark, it gives you a really good quality videos and pictures. The camera feels extremely fast and polished. More as in you don't want to miss this. Trust me when I tell you this, the camera is mad. It's mad. I won't be wrong if I say that Samsung S22 Galaxy Ultra is actually beating the iPhone 13. Man, look at this. Look at this shit. This is just too great, you know. This is way too beautiful. I mean, let me calm down with the hype, you know. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, now the second exciting prospect about the Galaxy S22 Ultra is that this phone is the first in the world powered by the Samsung Exynos 2200, the next generation chips made in collaboration with the AMD RDNA2, using the same graphic texture as the PS5. With a rough estimation, you could actually imagine how the PS5 looks like. You know, the hot cake, the hot shit goes in collaboration with what the Samsung. This is a typical example of what the Samsung S22 Ultra gives you. Now, this phone loads things faster, it multitasks fluently, great device for gaming. Now, if you're a gamer, you would know what I'm talking about. This phone makes it easy, sweet, and fast. Everything just go feel on my device. I think I'm stressing this less. I don't know how else to tell you that this phone is beautiful. Just a good beauty. I wouldn't say that there is any particular speed improvement because we're still expecting an update. So until that happens, the performance is just in speed. Actually, it's just the same as the S22 21 of last year. So the sneaky thing about the Galaxy S22 is the memory, which starts with a 12 GB RAM of 12 gigabyte RAM. Instead of the 10 GB RAM of last year, and then to a 512 storage capacity built in. Tell me exactly, what would you possibly need an external SD card for? Tell me, I'm listening. Because 512, what is this playing now? Like, what do you need an external SD card for? Absolutely nothing, because you and I know that there is nothing you're gonna save to eat up that amount of storage capacity. So I'm still thinking though, what would you need an external device for? An external SD card for? Nothing. So another major effect in this phone that I love is that this device is eco-friendly. This device is eco-friendly. Now to the big question. Remember, I told you I'm just going to ask you the big question. Why should you order for an S22 Ultra and dump your iPhone? I might, or even to be a little bit sincere in that, then probably not. Or probably yes, But all the same, the device has a 10 over 10 ultimate score as a smartphone of the year. And yes, that's for me. And I'm sure you're not going to be disappointed if you use this device. So from this review, if you ask me what problem does the S22 Ultra has, then I'm going to tell you that the only problem that the S22 Ultra has is that it is just too beautiful. The problem is that it's beautiful. And yes, it's beautiful now. Check it out. I mean, get the phone, grab it on the pre-order, now in the market. Grab it and look at this, and then enjoy your device. And we at Joyza TV, we help you choose it right. My name remains Joyza of Joyza TV. I'll catch you in the next video, but don't forget, help us grow, hit on the like button, subscribe to our channel, share, invite your friends, and on our next video we will be talking about the Redmi Note 10 Pro. Stay calm and expect something beautiful from Joyza TV, always helping you to choose it right. Have a wonderful day. I love you. Right back.